Hey guys, it's me, Julz Chan, here with my friend Tomas, and this is Julz Chan's movie corner. Well, even though we're clearly not in my closet right now, but
we're in my car.
Yeah, so let's just call this the car movie corner. The movie car corner.
Car corner?
I guess.
Car corner, yes.
I'm gonna need a new logo for this.
just make it my car.
So so we just saw a certain movie, but yeah, there are a lot of things you could be watching, but you know, like, let's say Doctor Who.
You could be watching a good movie like Big Hero 6.
But you know what you shouldn't be watching?
Fantastic Four.
And we're not talking about the Jessica Alba. No, I think everybody knows what we're talking about, huh, Tomas?
Oh, man.
I feel so sorry that you had to spot me this time.
It's alright, we speak movie. It's fine. It's just...
So, non-spoilery thoughts?
The tomato scale is probably right. When you think about it.
I felt like I was... Okay, at least with Pixels, I know I gave it a bad rating, but at least I know I did enjoy it. But
True.
I know I was enjoying junk food, but
True.
At least it was fun. But this... Fun? I don't even think
fun exists in this movie.
It does not even exist in the 50-mile radius of this movie.
Oh man, I even went to another dimension to go ahead and find fun. You saw that desolate wasteland of no fun.
Then again, I can't tell which is a desolate wasteland, that world or the other one. But yeah, don't go watching this movie.
Unless you're like us and you just want to see
if it was all true,
how bad it was,
and if you just wanted to kill time. We were literally the only two active people in there. Like, there was another guy in the movie theater.
Hang on a sec. See, he says active. Keep that in mind. There was one other person though, so go for it.
Yeah, we were the only two active people in there. There was another person in there. He fell asleep.
Fell asleep, woke up, saw it was the ending, and he's like, I'm out. I'm not even gonna
That tells
stay.
a lot about this movie.
When it's just...
So yeah, don't watch it. Okay,
not worth it.
Now we're going into spoilers.
So yeah.
So, should we talk about characters?
You wanna...
Wait, what characters though?
Oh, yeah.
What character?
Well, I mean, we got Johnny. He's the only real character in this movie.
Yeah, there are lines in here that are totally Johnny. Like, you can expect them to be Johnny.
Yes.
Minus the emotion, though. Like, I would have expected a little bit more snark. At least it would give this movie some leeway.
The thing is with Johnny is that, like, I wouldn't say he doesn't care. I mean, he kind of doesn't care.
Does.
But, like, you know, he makes fun out of situations.
He does.
That's what he does. He makes, like he said, he's very snarky. You know, he likes to be entertaining.
Exactly. He's the life of the party.
Which
next to Ben, he's the life of the party. But
yeah.
Oop, there's someone. Yeah, we're in the parking lot.
That's fine.
But yeah, Johnny was relatively the one person that everybody was worried about. Aside from...
was the only real character in this whole movie.
Yeah, you guys were all complaining about, oh, he's black, oh, they can't have a brother-sister, you know, bond if they're not the same race.
Which, by the way, guys, people have brought up that question to me. They are adopted, so...
They are.
Yeah.
But it didn't really matter, though, because it's not so much their race that's the problem, it's their acting.
It's ridiculous.
And their direction, you know.
The acting is... Oh, man.
They're just reading out their lines.
Pretty much.
They're actors reading out their lines.
They're actors reading out their lines, and their lines just are not full of fun, joy, or, you know...
Emotion.
Happiness. Well, there's emotion. There's a thing called depressing.
Yeah.
Kinda is.
And then there's Sue. Sue was like the only smart one.
That's true. Sue is probably smarter than Reed Richards.
Oh yeah.
Throughout this whole movie.
I mean, yeah, we see him like build stuff like when he was a kid, but
Yeah.
Sue is the only forward-thinking one.
Yeah, she's the one who probably only, like, don't get me wrong, Reed Richards is smart in terms of the building part, right?
Yeah.
But other than that,
Forward-thinking.
thinking about it too, actually, I mean, isn't Reed Richards like extremely cautious about everything?
Yeah.
But this Reed Richards just threw caution out the window.
Yeah, like, go ahead and perform your very dangerous experiment at a science fair.
Well, not just that. I'm just talking about the whole... What potentially kicks off, like, them getting off their powers.
Yeah,
It's
like...
because they were drunk teenagers.
Exactly, like,
who just
how...
decided...
What kind of origin story is this? Oh, we got our powers because we were messing around with it.
Because we were drunk.
We were drunk.
Can you just imagine explaining that to Stanley? How'd you get your powers? I was drunk.
And I can't believe he was like the executive producer for this. I mean, he didn't write it.
Yeah.
He didn't direct it.
I mean, you gotta figure how much, like, influence did he really have?
I know.
He didn't really get much, I don't think.
I
wouldn't think he did.
And also, be surprised.
Was Stanley even in this movie?
I don't think so.
Oh my god.
That speaks volumes. He does not...
Hang on. Was Stanley in the Wolverine movie? Let's bring that up first. When you think of...
I didn't see the latest one.
The Wolverine, right? I don't even know if it was.
I didn't know if he was in there.
Was he? Okay, was he in Days of Futures Past?
I think he was.
I don't even know if Stanley has been in an X-Men movie. It's mind you, I could be wrong.
No, he was like in.
Was he?
The First Class one.
It was in First Class?
No, wait, no, I don't think he was in First Class. I know he was. I know he's been in at least one of the X-Men movies. Oh yeah, like the very older X-Men movies. He was like on the beach.
Oh, the first one? He was in?
Yeah, he was like one of the patrons at the beach.
You might, I don't know. I haven't seen an X-Men
But
movie
yeah,
in a while.
him not being in a Marvel movie, a modern day Marvel movie. That speaks.
Yeah. You know why? You heard there was no fun allowed.
Ha! Ha! Ha!
Oh man, he's like, no fun, I'm not gonna be here.
So yeah, Sue is she's the smart one. Johnny is
halfway Johnny.
So
Halfway.
apparently the two people that everybody was worried about are not that.
Actually,
not that.
I mean,
well, there's problem. They don't have emotion.
Oh yeah, but
and
I
also
mean,
their brother-sister relationship was
kinda
like
doesn't exist.
It's so there's
just
tension. That's
it's just stated, and that's about it.
Like we're adopted siblings. We don't need to connect.
I mean, they'd have like one scene, and that's it throughout the whole movie.
But yeah,
that's it.
The race was not the problem.
And even then too, it's like Johnny's whole reason for being there
is just because he wants to get his car back.
Exactly. That's
he got into like a racing accident, which is totally Johnny. But he's only there to get his car back so that, you know, his dad will give him back his car if he helps out with this project.
And that's his whole reason for being there. He's not like for family reasons or anything, because he clearly does not really like his father all that much. You know, it's not because Sue asked him to or anything, but it's just that's it. He just wants his car. That's it. Which even then, I don't even know if he got his car. I don't think he got his car.
I don't think he did.
Yeah, I just want to point that out.
Also, you know, his dad died. Spoilers. Well, we're in the spoiler anyway.
I mean,
but seriously, like, it's not some well, let's just leave it at that. It's not their race that was the problem. It was the direction.
The direction,
the writing,
acting, everything else.
But their race.
Yeah.
But then there's.
We want to get next.
There's Reed.
You want Reed or Grimm?
Reed.
We gotta save Grimm for the end.
Reed is like.
Reed is the nerd. Okay, obviously he's the nerd, but he's the nerd minus being quirky.
Without anything special.
Like, yeah, he's just straight up the nerd. That's it. There's nothing else to his character.
I mean, he does go traveling and go on, like, trying to find a way to fix everything, but...
He pulls a Hulk, pretty much.
Pretty much, but there's nothing else other than him inventing the machine.
Other than, I mean, like, when you think about it, like I like to refer back to the previous Fantastic Four movies, right?
Yeah,
Reed had attitude. He was a character. He was, you know, I mean,
Not to
he always tried to hide stuff from Sue. So you know, he always was like, "Hey, don't tell Sue."
And sometimes he tries to hide that he has fun. Sometimes.
Yeah.
And like, remember when he was dancing?
Oh yeah, we dancing with the two women was just, and then of course the general walks in.
That
just,
was,
man.
But this
guy is just, he's just a nerd. That's it.
It reminded me a little bit of Tobey Maguire. I'm not saying he's a bad actor. It's just with Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man, I only get like 2, maybe 3 faces from him. Puppy dog face, awkward face, crying.
Crying, yep.
But at least he had some personality beyond just, you know, being pathetic. The pathetic nerd.
Yeah.
Versus this Reed Richards, which
was just
the nerd.
The nerd. That's it.
That's it.
I mean, he does what
he does get drunk, but that's it.
He does get drunk. He flirts with Sue, and
that's it.
Not really saying much though. I mean, for the rest of the movie, I mean, he doesn't really do anything by himself.
Like, yeah, like the first hour,
he has like no real notable moments.
And I don't even think they have chemistry, like between Sue and Reed. No chemistry at all. Even less chemistry than Johnny and Sue. When you think about it.
That's true.
So yeah, Reed is like,
Reed is just the nerd. That's it. There's just nothing else to him.
And what hurt me the most, even more so than Doom, like,
are we gonna save Doom for the end? Right?
Yeah, we're gonna save Doom for the end.
We gotta go over Ben Grimm, which surprisingly his name actually fits, being the grimmest character throughout the whole movie. And
out of all the, besides from Johnny, Ben is one of my favorites for the Fantastic Four, because
the thing is just that just Ben himself, he's pretty comical.
He is.
You know what I mean?
But seeing him like this, okay, I understand anybody in his situation. If you were turned into a rock monster, you would be frightened, you would be confused, you'd take any help that was given to you in an instant.
Yeah.
But at least in the Jessica Alba movies, and I'm sorry if we keep doing this.
This is a really big thing though, trust me. In my opinion.
At least he came to terms with it eventually, at least somewhat. Okay, yeah, he got divorced.
Exactly. It's like he got divorced, but then he eventually found a new kind of lifestyle for himself.
Exactly.
Where he got to feel comfortable, he got to feel happy.
Yeah.
He himself made himself happy.
Yeah, but you this one...
It's just, he's really depressed throughout the whole film. Like, aside the beginning, after he gets his powers, he's just confused, he's angry, he's depressed. And
it's not enjoyable.
He's just super serious. Like, he's literally watching tapes because apparently the government decided to make him a secret weapon kind of and deploy him.
Yeah, let's watch clips.
Let's watch clips of me killing people.
Yeah, it even had at the bottom kill count.
Kill count. Like, it was just really.
And this the CGI, it wasn't that bad, but just to see him like that in the shadows and
They definitely made Grimm a very dark character.
I was in pain. I was scared. I was crying. I wanted to cry.
I just thought, man, what a turn. You know what I mean?
What?
From the Ben that we got originally, right?
Yeah.
To this, I mean, it's like, wow. Why?
This is already a serious enough movie and mired in how much drama, and you dump this?
Yeah.
And that's
last but not least, the Doom.
We're not even gonna call him Dr. Doom. Let's just call him Doom.
I'm just gonna call him the Doom.
The Doom.
The Doom.
The one everybody who saw the image crap themselves.
Even me, I saw that image, I just could not believe my eyes about what I was seeing.
It was disgusting.
I
mean,
couldn't believe it.
When he starts killing people, it's definitely creepy.
It was like, holy crap, Doom is... Whoa, you need to chill out, dude.
But I would like to know what exactly did the planet do to him.
That's something we both want.
We know it mutated him.
Yeah.
And we know that it gave him powers, but what exactly do his powers do in that other dimension?
See, like, again, like the first movie, you got the gist that, oh, he can kind of manipulate electricity and whatnot, right?
And you actually see the natural progression of him becoming a villain. Like, he lashes out at his employees, his skin's deteriorating.
Yep. Whereas Doom in this movie is probably there for a solid...
Not even half.
It's like, not even half. He's probably there for like 20 minutes. Maybe 15.
So barely a quarter.
So if you're a Doom fan like me, oh man, prepare to be very disappointed. Because his literal whole story is that I am a narcissistic dick.
Who I'm too good for college.
I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna help these guys, and then after that he gets sucked into the other dimension. Not really sucked in, but like he kind of gets
merged
engulfed
with the planet of that other dimension.
And
he mutates into this horrible...
And they literally leave him there for a year. That's it. That's all he does throughout the whole movie. And then after that, at the end of the movie, he decides, all right, time to blow up Earth.
You know,
which is something Doom would not do.
Like, he wouldn't blow up his plaything, although the other planet was his new plaything, I guess. But even if Doom is a dick, he's at least a classy dick.
Right.
At least he's a classy dictator.
Also, the only Latveria reference in this whole movie is the fact that he's just from Latveria.
And
that's it.
And
no ruler, nothing, just...
He's just some bum in front of a computer who thinks he's better than everyone else.
No inventions, not a rich guy, nothing of that nature. No magic, no science. It was all biology for some reason.
Like, I feel like they added this new origin just to give Doom new powers and not call it magic.
Is that really new powers?
I mean, give him powers.
Just to give him, yeah.
Just to give him powers and not call it magic.
Yeah, it's like... Because Doom is magical, right?
Like, I read Children's Crusade. I know that he does magic, so...
Because Doom has a lot of things to him in terms of the magic front, right? Because, you know, he tried to master science and magic, but...
Here...
This whole deal is like, he's kind of like, I mean...
Well, maybe it could be magic, like, from his dimension... But still not call it magic.
That's the thing, is that we don't know what to call it. You know what I mean?
We would like to know what exactly did the planet do to him.
They don't say what it did to him, other than mutate him. They only say that it mutated him, which in my opinion, he might be like an X-Man.
Nah, the mutation in...
I know it's from the X gene and whatnot, but I mean, you know what I mean? He's just mutated, that's it.
Or just like your classic, I fell into a vat of radioactive stuff and then...
Pretty much, actually. That's pretty much what happened when you think about it. I fell into an otherworldly radioactive goo.
But, yeah, if you're... but he's scary, but... don't expect Doom.
There isn't much to his character.
Other than being a dick.
He doesn't do much.
He's not in it most of the time.
Yeah, and the last thing is that... It's just his powers are just not explained at all. At all. And like, other than the fact of him being mutated, that's it. Like, he, for some reason, is able to just pop people's heads off, no problem.
Which was scary, though.
Yeah, I mean...
But I felt like the government was more of the predominant...
antagonist.
Yeah, the predominant antagonist, and Doom was just the big boss battle.
He's just the final boss that just shows up for no real reason. He just... Actually, not really...
Well, I think
the only reason why... I mean, I think it's very convenient that they teleport, and Doom is right there. They could have probably ended up on any other point of the planet, or Doom could have been at any point of the planet, right?
Well, yeah, and then they suddenly found him.
Suddenly found him. Just whatever. You know what I mean?
And he said that the planet was keeping him alive. He looked like he was drunk. Or like he was dying. Then again, anybody with his face would look like they're dying.
Yeah, I mean, oh my god. Just...
Again...
The redesign is just, oh my god.
How is it that cosplayers at Comic-Con are so much better? It's like...
You know what I think it is that they're actually cosplaying the actual character.
Yeah.
Versus this is just... I don't even know what to call it. I'll be honest with you.
Again, I mean, how is it that fans who spend time in their garage or bedrooms building a cosplay can do better than Hollywood?
I mean, think of it this way. This was made for probably like under... my whole cosplay for Big Hero 6 was made under like $5. But a big budget movie out of 20th Century Fox,
with a lot of money and a lot of like
resources, especially, I would say resources, definitely.
Yeah, cosplayers don't have a lot to work with most of the time. Like money. And they get to pull off something amazing.
Oh, yes.
But
versus
Hollywood
sometimes can't get it right. I'm gonna say sometimes.
Sometimes
they do a pretty good job.
Like, you could do, like, oh, you're worried it's not realistic enough? Deadpool movie. That is sticking to the comic and still being outrageous. And still somewhat look realistic.
Yes.
I would rather watch the trailer, that small trailer, than this. Which is worth it.
I think a lot of people rather watch a lot of other movies than this. Like, heck, I would probably rather go see, what's a movie I thought was terrible? I won't lie, I did not like the movie Troy. I would probably watch Troy over this movie.
I'd rather watch Pixels than this.
I would rather watch Pixels any day over this, because at least
it's fun.
At least Pixels, yes, fun exists in Pixels.
And
versus this, where, like you said, fun is not within a 50-mile radius. I don't understand.
The story is just so long and, like, with unnecessary moments that are not even memorable.
This movie doesn't have moments. It just doesn't.
It just has drama, talking.
Has drama, talking. Probably less than 5 minutes. Probably like a minute-long action scene. Literally a minute long.
Even the big action scene didn't feel that long.
I can bet you it probably took up like 10 minutes of movie time.
So, yeah, if you're looking for an action-packed, exciting movie...
extravaganza!
Go watch Big Hero 6. Or go watch
Pixels.
Go watch Godzilla, or...
Pixels has more action than this movie does.
At least you get an adrenaline rush and not fall asleep like the guy in the theater that was with us.
That poor guy. It was me and Julius and some other guy. We were like, hey, somebody else is here to watch this movie. Because we walked in and nobody was there. It was just us.
The story was just, yeah, we get it. Like, they got their powers from this scientific experiment. The government got involved.
It's not even a scientific experiment. They just went, they were drunk. First up, they were drunk teenagers.
Yeah, how is that a good origin?
To another dimension because
they wanted to have fun.
Yeah, they're just sort of like...
Or because they felt entitled because they invented it. They didn't want to be like that one no-name scientist.
Yeah, that was the whole deal, is that they just went to the other dimension because they were a little too drunk. And that's about it. They like literally went in. And then they said they were going to do one thing in particular. They did that one thing and they said, forget everything else, we want to do more things. You know what I mean? So instead of just backing off and just being like, yeah, we'll be quick. Instead, they took forever. And because of that, all this kicked off. So just imagine just...
We got our superpowers because we were just bored and drunk. Stanley would not approve. So don't watch this especially if you're a Doctor Doom fan or if you're a Ben Grimm fan.
Just don't watch this movie. This is not worth your time. Save your $7. No, don't order that ticket. Don't do it. Unless you're like us.
We just watched it.
We just wanted to see if it was really that terrible. And, you know...
The Rotten Tomatoes was right.
Yeah.
This thing got a lower rating than Green Lantern, Batman and Robin,
Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh yeah.
I cannot even believe that. I think that movie's really bad. And that movie probably looks worse than that movie.
But yet it got a better rating.
I know.
You have to be pretty bad
to be worse than Dragon Ball Evolution.
Then to be one of the worst movies in Rotten Tomatoes.
Potentially movie history. Potentially.
And in a day.
I know, right?
So yeah. So yeah. The story is boring because there's no flair or humanity.
There's no flair, humanity, or fun. There's
no charm, nothing memorable.
Yeah, so no moments. The characters are all barely anything. Like, the only two characters that we said are characters are probably Sue and Johnny. That's it. Everyone else...
But it's not much.
Everyone else is kind of one-dimensional.
It's just actors reading their lines.
Yep.
And...
Just...
You know, if it's okay to have serious moments. It's okay to have a serious story. Like, look at the Batman series.
Yes.
Or any of Batman's stuff. Or, well, if... You know... But...
You mean another serious story that's actually pretty good? You can even look at Spawn. And Spawn is pretty messed up.
But, you know, we don't want to be mired in depression.
We don't want to be... not just that, we want something that's at least entertaining. And
entertaining, memorable. Yeah, entertaining, memorable, fun, something we could recommend to our friends, but not something that just sucks the life out of you.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, I didn't set the bar very high.
Me neither.
I just wanted it just wanted it to be better than the previous movies, but honestly, the previous movies are a lot better.
A lot better. At least it's colorful.
It's colorful. You're not looking at a gray background 90% of the time.
And the thing has pants.
Yeah.
And also there are jokes.
That's true. They do make... again, there's a lot of comedy in that movie. You know what I mean?
And yeah, and also you have fun with these characters.
Versus this movie just decides to ignore that. Just keeps the characters one-dimensional, somewhat boring. Actually, no, very boring.
This is why, like, add some levity, damn it. Tell a joke. Like, have epic, exciting moments.
Which is pretty funny because Johnny is supposed to do that, but he doesn't do that. So
there are lines.
There is only one joke throughout this entire movie.
What was that?
The very end. That's it. When Johnny's just making the thing joke. That's it! Because when you think about it, like, this movie, like I said, I'm pretty sure we said this earlier, this movie is not about the Fantastic Four, and even then, they're barely together, when you think about it. They're only together to fight Victor Von Doom at the end of the movie.
Yes.
Everywhere else, they are controlled by the government, and they are separated.
Or just bitching.
Well, actually, even, like, toward, like, the beginning, middle, they're working on the same project, but that's it. It's like once they
see them bonding a little.
Once they get their powers, they're separated.
Yeah, we see them bonding while they're you could tell that they're friends, but like them eating together and working on stuff, and that's it.
That's just montage moments too.
Yeah,
that isn't really much.
Doesn't tell us much.
It's like, oh, they're having a nice dinner,
But what if the
next day they just don't like each other?
Like with Victor, he just didn't. Well, he didn't like Reed to begin with, but hated him even more just by talking to Sue.
Yeah, I mean,
there's literally no humanity.
There's barely anything. There's not really much.
It's so gray. At least with Pixels, I enjoyed it, but I knew I was eating junk food. I was enjoying junk food, but still had fun. Versus this, I felt like I was eating cold black tar.
Think of it this way: I have a special connection to Pixels.
Yeah,
I really like that movie because I played a lot of those games when I was a child. I used to play a ton of Centipede. Oh my god, it was my game. But I even have a connection to Doom. He's one of my favorite characters ever. But
it's not enough.
And this movie is just
It's not enough. Even if you're a fan of these characters, if you're a fan of these characters, it's even worse.
Yeah, prepare to be very, very disappointed.
So, yeah, don't watch this movie. If you dare try to take out your wallet and buy something right now.
Buy the ticket. Don't you do it. Trust us.
Like, I'm going to come right out of your cell phone and then just strangle you. I'm going to come out of your cell phone. Like, you see Ant-Man over there? Go watch that. Go watch that.
Think of it this way. I almost told Julius over here, hey, let's go watch Mission Impossible instead. But I decided, why not? I like torture.
We thought we were gonna actually tear apart the mall.
Yeah, we thought we were gonna just.
He wanted to throw our drinks.
I wanted to throw stuff at the movie. Like whenever they suggested something.
I like how I should have. Actually, I knew it was gonna be bad because of course the Rotten Tomato stuff. The newspaper tried to defend it so hard.
Really?
Associated Press. They tried to defend it so hard. They go through all of this very difficult stuff to make this movie. There's always getting lots of fan hate.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
The finished product is what matters.
Exactly. Everything, pre-production, whatever you did
doesn't matter.
I don't care. It's just, I had to sit through an hour and 46 minutes of movie to watch your movie, and if I don't like it, I don't like it. That's it.
And it doesn't matter if there's cut scenes. The fact that it doesn't look good.
The fact that it's what we got. Yeah. Me, it's just, that's it. That's all we got. we have to deal with it.
And then they tried justifying it by saying, oh, it gave them this many jobs. Well, I hope you paid them because you're not getting that money back.
God.
You're not making that.
And they lost $100 million that day. Oh man.
I just hope Fox gives the rights back to Marvel.
Well, we all do. We all wish Marvel had all their rights, because then it'd be very entertaining.
It would.
Because, I mean, being honest with you, okay? Fox has not made an amazing Marvel movie, in my opinion. What I mean by amazing is, like I think of all my favorite Marvel movies, right? And majority of them are by Marvel. I do like some Spider-Man, though. Okay?
And Days of Future Past was still entertaining. More entertaining.
Days of Future Past was alright. To me, it was very difficult to keep up with.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the time travel thing.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, Days of Future Past was alright. X1 was okay. X2 was meh. X3, I didn't watch X3. I heard it was...
It was subpar.
I heard it was subpar, yeah. And then what came out? I watched Origins. Everything aside Deadpool is okay. But when you include Deadpool, quote-unquote Deadpool, just... So that was that. And plus Gambit was in that movie for like less than 15 minutes, which was like, really, I love this character, come on.
So based...
And then, hang on, one more movie, right? We got the Wolverine. I watched that movie. That movie was okay, but I really did not like what they did with the Silver Samurai. They made him an Iron Man suit, that's it. He's not even a
basically, Fox, you either do things halfway, or you just do Fantastic Four. And again, it speaks volumes that Stan Lee did not appear in it.
It speaks volumes that I'm surprised they still have the rights.
So, don't bother.
Don't do it.
I don't even think it deserves a real rating. I think it deserves the Rotten Tomatoes.
If I could rate this movie, I would rate it as do not watch ever. Do not. Just don't do it. It's not worth it.
Yep, don't.
There is a ton of more terrible movies I could totally see over this.
I would just watch the Deadpool trailer over and over again for an hour and 30 minutes.
I would rather...
At least I'd had fun.
Hey, I know you say he shouldn't be making movies. I'd rather watch a Bay movie over this. At least there's colorful things, some fun to be had, versus this, where there is...
And some memorable moments. Even though some of them are... But, yeah, there are a lot of other movies you could be watching.
A lot of better movies you could be watching.
Than this. Save your money. And thank you so much, Tomas, for spotting me.
Unless you could totally use your money, I would go watch Mission Impossible. I haven't seen it yet, but I will.
But if you're going for a superhero movie, go and spend on Ant-Man! Go! Like, I'm gonna reach out through this camera into your phone and then force you to go watch Ant-Man over this.
Put it this way. I might work at the theater. If I see you purchasing a ticket for Fantastic Four, I am going to probably either give you that ticket for free and let you suffer, or I'm gonna be like, no.
No, just no.
I will risk getting fired.
We have the right to refuse service.
Yes, I do.
And also you make the most memorable line from The Thing start off as an abuse line. Yeah. What his brother would say before beating him up.
Yep.
So that's it. Don't watch this movie.
How could you do that? How could you turn a line like that into just...
Because realistic and mature. That's how.
Okay, when you think about it though, right? About the actual Fantastic Four, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I have a fire guy. I have a dude that can stretch. I have an invisible chick who can make force fields. And I have a
rock dude.
A rock-looking guy, alright? Please explain to me.
How is
what
this
is
real?
Realistic, please.
Like, go on the full miles of crazy and just have fun with it.
And to me, it's just... It doesn't have to be mature.
I know.
It doesn't have to be.
It's like one of those people who can't admit that, oh, Batman's a serious story, like, it's all for adults and stuff. You are watching something about a guy who fights crime in a bat suit.
Yeah.
If you can't admit that, then I don't know.
It's just...
Or
It didn't need to be this way.
it didn't need to be this way.
It did not need to be this way. I mean, they could have taken the first movie approach, which to me was a lot more like, well, that movie wasn't.
You could even build upon that and make it better.
Yeah.
But no.
For some reason, they decided.
Let's take the Man of Steel approach and let's try to make it as realistic as possible. Involve the military.
Well, I have only one hope. Being honest with you, I only have hope for Deadpool now.
Yep, that's all we're waiting for, and also Marvel Wave 3.
Okay.
Marvel Wave 3.
Oh yeah. You know.
This,
I'm curious.
I'm
curious. What if it turns out that Deadpool was terrible? Or is only okay? How would you feel?
If it was only okay?
Yeah. Because to me, I won't lie, I have some high expectations for that movie. I have some high expectations.
I'd be okay with it.
You'd be okay with it being? I want it to at least be good.
I want it to at least be okay. Because it's the first time we've ever had a character like this.
In the theater?
Yep.
That's true.
Like this.
To me, okay. A Deadpool movie
but
to
it
me,
can't be any worse than Origins Deadpool.
Okay, what movie do you think is worse? Origins or this movie? I think this movie's worse.
This!
Yes.
This movie! The one we're recording right now that says in the description. But yeah, I think we've gone on a bit. Okay, so
Wait, real quick. Oh, my last question, okay?
What?
Actually, not last question. To me, a Deadpool movie should be rated R.
It should.
To me. Just to me.
It should. Okay, so that's all the time we have, guys. Please comment, please subscribe, please support me on Patreon. And hopefully next time we can have Tomas.
And if you guys don't like me, tell me on Facebook. You guys should have my Facebook. If you don't, then don't find me.
And thank you so much for spotting me this time.
No problem. Because you speak movie.
Alright, don't see this movie. I'm warning you.
Just don't do it. Trust us.
Alright, bye.
See you guys later.
I love you.
I know you do.
Okay, so 3,
I am not dating
2.
him. I just.
We're not even like. I'm just gonna edit this part out.
Okay, please. Okay. I don't want to see this on YouTube and be like, what
No,
time?
no,
What time you're taking? I'm like, no.